Hello, and you join me for a quick 5 things video. This is a random 5 things you may not or may know about Minecraft. Some are old, some are new, some are random, some are not, but we'll have a look. So we'll go for, what should we go for? Go for something simple first, like trees. Right, well, most people know, I say 5, there's 5 things you may or may not know. But there's technically 6, but we'll just see. So, everyone knows that the jungle sapling causes the jungle tree, and the 4 causes the large jungle tree. If it works. Is it too close? It's probably too close. Or it's grass, isn't it? Messes with it and stuff as well. So, 4 jungle saplings if it decides to work. Spam it. Nope, not going to work there, are you? Pain. What a pain. Right, come on. Let's see if you work over here. We all know, as I keep trying to show... Oh, come on, there's a jungle just here. It's going to work over here, isn't it? Because this is the right biome, so... If we just place 4 of them here... It should, or it doesn't want to. Why is it not working? They! It should give you a big jungle tree. Finally. Wasted 1 minute of my video, but hey. So, as I was saying, we all know bone meal breaks trees. So now, this works with the spruce tree, because if you place 4 of these together, this is the part you may or may not know, you get the big spruce tree, which looks lovely. So, yes, that is one that you may or may not know. So, works with jungle trees and spruce trees now. And obviously it's the only way that it works with the dark oak tree, because the dark oak tree is different to the normal oak tree in the fact that, wow, I was just about to say, they're normally tiny. Oh, wrong thing. No, wrong one. I was going to say, but it proved me wrong, is they're normally tiny. And that when you want a big tree, it's normally very hard to get it. And the first one I do, I get it. With the dark oak tree, it doesn't matter what biome, wherever, you cannot get it to grow with only 1 sapling. Which makes 1 sapling totally useless on its own. Because there's no such thing as the single dark oak. As soon as you place 4, it'll work obviously. But yeah, so the single oak, useless on its own. That's just a little bonus. I don't know if that thing works, that used to work, to guarantee you got the big tree. Because normally, people don't want the big trees. But if you do want the big trees, there used to be a tip that I'm not sure if it still works. What is it? 1, 2, 3, it was 4. If you went 4 high, round all the sides, get rid of this, and then broke the bottom one and placed the sapling in there. What used to happen, but I don't know if it still works, no, see now it just goes through the block and you end up with a cobblestone tree. It used to force a big tree, but it doesn't work anymore. So, thing you may not know, number 2, is the X-ray got removed. However, the bed X-ray now works. So if you dig down and across and place a bed underneath like this, we'll have to set it to night. Host options and set night. And then sleep. The X-ray glitch kind of works again. And when you jump out, you're there. So just dig under and across, place a bed like at the angle, and when you sleep in it, See, the X-ray works. You can see there's lots of lava down there. So yes, new X-ray glitch. That's the thing you might not know. Number 2. Actually, we'll leave it dark for this one. This is an old one that still kind of works. Is that mobs never used to really cross over rows. So that if you just put a load of rows around your house. Well, that went too close to the edge anyway. So, if we just go across here. If you used to put rows in a loop, mobs, I'll have to set it to easy as well. And we'll grab some zombie eggs. Where is it? Zombie, I can never... Zombie pigman. Zombie. So, yeah. They never used to be able to cross rows at all. But I found out now that they can kind of cross rows. Kind of. Spawn him in there and we'll actually have to go into survival, won't we? Because he won't attack us otherwise. So now you'll notice he walks straight into the rows, but he can't get out. So yeah, I was going to put flying on, but oh, doesn't matter. Right, back into creative to get out. Yes, so they can't get out. So it's a bit of a weird one. Quite freely walk in, however can't walk out. Problem is though, 2, they will just knock each other out very, very, very easily. So set it to day and take it back down so there's no mobs. So yes, the row thing does still work. That's the next one. So what number are we on now? We've done the saplings 1, X-ray 2, rows 3. This one is another one. Let's have a see. Slimes. Now we'll put a piston down there just because we can. Slimes. They've got this weird thing that's going on. I don't know if it's meant to, but just say if we dig a pit and just say that pit's like, it doesn't matter. I noticed this with when I was building something the other day, that slimes, like yes, they're all good and they're bouncy and all this, yay, they're fun. So hence why we were playing with them. That if you place water over them, they become invisible. It's a bit weird. Don't know why they do that. But they completely disappear so that you can actually see whatever you've got down through them. And it's like very clear actually, considering that it's a layer of slime. So if you look there, layer of slime, you can just about see what's down there. Throw some water on and it's like the slimes just become invisible and let you see right through. So something you may not know, slimes vanish underwater. Still have bouncy properties. And you can actually use this for directional bounces as well. If you put water along one side, if you have you dropping down from somewhere, it actually does like give you a little bit of a, see, bounces you out rather than, so instead of just bouncing up and down, like you can actually, if you have it so that you can land properly, it'll actually bounce you out. So if you have it so you bounce here, so you actually bounce out without too much damage. Something else you may not have known. So this will end up being like 7 or 8, won't it? So where were we? Something else that you may not have known is, well, grab all this down here. Grab this and grab this button. A long time ago, people used to always go on about silk touch and the stone, and it was like you can just get stone with your silk touch. And if you have a silk touch pickaxe, the easiest way to get stone is actually turn your cobblestone generator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one on the end, and dig down by one. We all know how to do this by now. One in that one, and that one in there. And obviously we all know that you get your piston, swap this one out for a piston. Oh no, we didn't want to do that yet. Break that, place that back. Place that back there. Place it back properly, come on. Come on, do it properly please. Trying to be a short video, not a really short video, is it? So, we all know how to do this cobblestone generator. Push the button, makes a cobble. Yes, we know. Well, what you may not know is you can convert it into a stone generator quite easily. So if you've got Silk Touch, you don't need the water in this side, but I just like to do it to make it even. The simple way to do it is, place a block on the front there, place a block above each side and remove this. Then place an extra one on top, so it's too high. Simple. Then place your lava in the top space. It will land on top of that piece of cobble you have down there. The other thing you then need to do is come under here to this hole. It's important you do this because it won't work otherwise. Is fill in that hole with cobble or something. So that's it now. Both water are running into that piece of cobble underneath there with the lava on top of it. So that's it. You want it to be safe, cap it off so no one wrecks your lava. And then press your button. Piece of cobble, the piece that was underneath. Press the button, piece of cobble. Press the button. Ah, we have stone. Press the button, we have stone. That's it. And if you watch the other video or you know how to do a clock, stick a clock on and you'll have a stone generator that will just keep spitting out stone. So for all you Silk Touch pickaxe owners, there's your stone generator. And again, as I said, you don't need the water that side, but I just like it there to look even. So yeah, that's that one. And what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5. But the bonus one that I'm going to give you, because you're bound to have known one of them, is this little thing that I discovered the other day. I built it messing around as a laugh, and it actually worked, and it surprised me that it worked. So I thought I'd show you. Chest on the floor. Place a hopper going into the back of the chest. Stay in sneak or crouch hide and place a cauldron on top. In survival, get a lead and lead a chicken into the cauldron. In creative, dump him in there. Now as long as you don't put anything around this cauldron, he can't escape. He, she, it can't escape. So, as long as you never put a block next to it or even another cauldron next to it. I tried that. I tried doubling it up with an extra cauldron and a double chest. As soon as you put anything next to that cauldron anywhere, the chicken then recognises the block next to it and jumps onto it. As it is at the moment, he can't recognise the fact that he's in a cauldron. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but he cannot get out. I've had this on another map and it's been there for days and days and days and days and days and days and days, and I've even, like, you get seeds, and where are they? Seeds. There we go. We know you love seeds, little chicken. If I hold these, oh yeah, you really want them. You really want them. Come and get them. All you got to do is jump out the cauldron. Jump out the cauldron. You can't, can you? No, you can't. Well, there you go. There's your battery chicken. Because every 5 to 10 minutes, it'll spit an egg out, which will go through the cauldron, into the hopper, into the chest. So, if you ever want a lot of eggs, just that chest will just keep filling up with eggs. You can double up the chest as well if you want by going like that. Not a problem. You can double up the chest like this, as long as you don't put anything next to that cauldron, because as I said, as soon as you do, he will be able to jump out. So that's what. See? As soon as you update the block next to it, for some reason he can get out. And as I say, even another cauldron, any hitbox next to it will cause him to jump out. So, I hope you learnt something there. 5, 6 tips maybe, things you may or may not have known about Minecraft. But my favourite, battery chicken, and in fact I'm going to do a little 2-minute video just on how to make battery chickens. Yeah, battery chicken video coming soon. So, until the next random video I decide to make, see you later. Bye, 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 bye.